Hey guys, this is Kelco K22, and I've been working on Ryuki. I said I was going to work on Ryuki. I am working on Ryuki. What I am toying around with the idea is finishing up everything that I've been working on. So, sort out all the names, a few crafting recipes and that, and releasing the mod a bit earlier. Now, I did say this was going to be possibly the last update. But that's because I really wanted to push it out and spend a lot of time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish all of this, potentially all the stuff I've been working on, and release it early just so there's not too much time in between updates. Again, I've been working on more than 4 riders. I mean, kind of. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4... Does this count? I can't remember if that was in this one. What else is there? Oh, 5 because we got this. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. Tell me it's a lot. But I don't know. I don't know. Tell me if you want me to release it earlier. And you know what? You know what? I'm gonna set a light goal. I'm gonna set a light goal. Last time it was 35, we got 36? Or was it more? I can't remember. But if we can get 36 again, I might do an early release. It's that, or I might do a beta test so people can test out some of the things I've been working on without the names all updated yet. Tell me, would you guys be interested if I did that instead? If I did a beta test? Actually, yeah. I'll do a pre-release release if you guys can hit 36 likes. That sounds fair to me. That sounds fair. So let's actually get on to the stuff that I have been working on in this update. And as I said, it's the Ryuki stuff. And you can kind of see what we got back here. We have Night Survive. Yay! Listen to the excitement in my voice. So, yes, these are going to be the only 2 versions of the Survive forms I'm going to add for now. I'm going to come back later on and just to show you, the belt does go blue. It just doesn't show on item stands because item stands don't update a certain bit of the code. I think I might actually double check and have a go at trying to get these to update on item stands, but I don't believe it's because of this. I believe it is because of something else. So yeah, we got Night Survive. So that's pretty much it for new forms. But as for items, we have a few. So yeah, of course, I've the 2 cards that are already in the game added in here, but the rest of this is the advent cards used by each of the riders. Well, it's not advent, it's the contract cards. So we have the Darkwing, the Volcancer. I'm just gonna stop reading these. But basically, yeah, we have one for each of the contract beasts, as well as the one that's supposedly contracted to Alternative and Alternative Zero. You notice their cards are really different in design. Yeah. And then we have the 3 Survive cards. Again, this one does nothing. Odin uses this card, and it's believed that his normal form is his Survive form. I don't know. But if you look at the Survive form cards, which there isn't really any in here except from this one, all the borders around cards that are unique to the Survive form have a gold border, and all of Odin's cards has a gold border. So you could say Odin is already in Survive? I don't know. Because he has the gold belt thing going on, so he might have his own unique thing. But there's definitely a lot of fan theories out there about Odin. And I do understand that, I believe it's Tiger, Ryuga, Oja, and Raya all have survive forms in various different things, be it SIC or concept art. But I'm not going to do them yet because there's going to have to be a bit of creation-y kind of side to it. So I want to try and get as much done from the shows first, because I can always come back and do these unique things later on. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up the ore and crafting at the moment, which is the main reason I've got these. So of course the contract card for each of the main riders is going to be the item you use to craft the belt. It's also going to be the item you use to craft the is it visor? Visor! Used to craft the visor for each of the riders. Now, I've said this in the previous videos, and some of the suggestions I've taken out of the comment section. I really do appreciate your... Let me toggle the downfall. I really do appreciate your input on these things, because sometimes you say things that completely catch me off guard, and I go, yeah, that works. Because somebody suggested doing it very similar to the wizard rings. But instead of... Well, in the last video, I was kind of like saying I want a way to make them OP so it's kind of worth going for because there isn't much in the set. But if I add a ton of the vent cards into the game, so sword vent, shield, it's guard vent, shooter vent, what's some of the others? Axel vent is one of alternatives. I think one of thingies are whip vent. Sorry if you can hear people downstairs. I should be quiet whilst I want to record, but nobody ever does. But yeah, so I'm kind of working in ways that I could work in a few of these. I believe Varde has a camo vent, which I can easily give you invisibility for, let's say, 50 seconds and turn his armor actually invisible. Kind of thing. And I personally think things like that would actually be really cool. And there's a lot of the vents that I could add. It's like the guard vents, I can do it so it summons in the shield. And you hold the shield, and whilst you've got the shield, you've got a defense buff. Because what I've been kind of doing at the moment is going through and adding these, which are the sword vents and two of the strike vents. What the plan is I'm just going to use this card for an example. I know it's not this card. Once you've got the belt, a full set of armor equipped. Belt. I know it's not that belt, but a belt, a full set of armor, as well as the visor. So it's going a bit long-winded. You'd go like, okay, this is the sword vent card for Ryuki. No, sorry, this is the strike vent card, let's say, for Ryuki. Okay, click it, and then the card will turn into the weapon itself. So, actually, I would probably have it so the weapon drops in front of you so it doesn't delete a multiple stack. But then you've got your item. And that's kind of the idea I'm going with at the moment. So if you had like a sword vent card, it would drop the sword. Which does mean I've got to kind of make the weapons a bit weaker to make it a bit less OP. But considering you've got to craft a full set of armor, as well as the belt for that rider, as well as the visor for that rider, I don't think having one card, just click and you get a sword that's equal to diamond, maybe a bit weaker. I don't think that's too OP when considering the fact that you've basically got a set of full diamond armor at that point, as well as you're going to be getting potion effects. So you're already at that point better off than having diamond. So giving yourself a diamond sword for free is not too OP. I mean, I might be wrong. Then again, you use a diamond sword to make the visor. Because the visors are going to be the same crafting as the normal generic swords. So, I would love to get some input from you guys. Would you like these cards to be like limited use but alright power kind of thing? And that kind of counterbalances the whole you've got you're only using like one ore. Consider it like one piece of iron to get a diamond sword. It's like, that sounds OP. But when you consider how many loops you've got to jump through to get to the point where you can do that, would it be OP? Would it not? And a few of these things aren't going to be the same. This, for example, this is the claw vent, I believe it is. No, strike vent. And it's the Drago Claw, which is, I believe, shoots fire. So I'd probably give it weaker stats than the Drago Saber. But you can right click and shoot fireballs. I think that'd be cool. And a few of these things, I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense and makes sense. It's like the Dark Visor. Let's use the Dark Visor. And let's use a sword vent card. And get this weapon, which will be potentially weaker than... This looks badass, by the way. Potentially weaker than just using the Dark Visor. But the Dark Visor's needed for the thing, so it's like... Then again, if I have it so it's more powerful, but lower uses... I don't know. I would love to get your guys' input. I mean, do you want decent power, but not many uses, or alright usage and less power? Or do you think that it's at the point where... Just make it decent power, decent usage, and just say, yeah, it's not OP. You got to jump through enough loops. It's going to be okay. But anyway, I'll show you these items. We have the Wing Lance, which is Kamen Rider Knights, I believe it is. Let me just turn into Knight, because this does actually look cool. Get rid of you. Whilst I'm here, though, I'm going to grab both Ryuki Driver and the Knight. So let's turn into Knight. Come on, this looks cool. This legit looks cool. I love this. And then, of course, let's go into Ryuki, where you've got your strike vent, which currently just does a blocking thing. It doesn't do the whole charging bow animation kind of thing to shoot the arrows. But still, that kind of looks cool. And other weapons we've added is... I'm not going to show you these, but you got the Venom Saber. Venom. No, it's no. Veno. That's weird. Which is Oja's sword vent. We have the Gold Sabers, which is Odin's sword vent. We have the Wing Slashers. No, Wing Slasher, which is Femi sword vent. So I believe pretty much all the sword vents are in. There's the Dark Wing, I think it is. No, not the Dark Wing. Dark Sword, which is the Knight Survives weapon. And I think that's going to be all of the sword vents themselves. What am I looking for? It's up here. It's the Survive card. That's what I'm looking for. Because I'm going to go Ryuki Survive. And you get the Drag Visor of Zwei. And it's got the blade on it. Because it's like cool. And it's got a blade. And we'll swap into Femi. And I'll just show this off. Because I did give it an extended texture. So it's like, it's okay. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I've been working on. I would love to get so much input from you guys on multiple things that I've mentioned in this video. So yes, a link to my Twitter in the description box below. I say this in pretty much every video. A lot of the time when I'm not posting videos, I am posting images of the things I'm working on over there. I might not think that it's worth making a video, but worth just posting a picture, and that's where I put it. So it's always worth checking, and if you've got a Twitter, feel free to follow me. And send me weird pictures of cats. Don't actually do that, but if someone does that, good job. Good job. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this for even a split second, please do consider hitting the like button and subscribing if you're not already. So till next time, goodbye.